Right guys, Mark Crossfield here with Dr. Alan Hocknell here in Carlsbad.
Sunny Carlsbad.
Lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I don't understand why you're here at all. Why would you ever, you're from Scotland I guess, are you?
Northwest England originally.
Northwest England. So why would you ever come to a place like this? This just makes no sense.
Consistently 75 degrees and sunny.
Absolutely.
Right?
So we're talking, what are we talking? Big Bertha Alpha?
816
double black diamond.
Long name.
It's there. Some of these names are so long. Let's talk about this. I presume a low spinning product.
It is.
Let's get stuck in. Right, so Big Bertha Alpha, 816 double black diamonds.
Right.
Hit me. What have we got?
Well, we've got a major change in the way that we've constructed this driver.
Yes.
You've seen us with a gravity core in the center of our drivers that has been used to reduce spin.
Yeah.
And that's great, but in that central location in the middle of the head, it didn't really contribute that well to total MOI of the head. And the tour players are saying to us, hey, we still need forgiveness and straightness as well. Can you boost the stability and the forgiveness of the head? So we did that by taking the one gravity core chamber away and taking away the two screw weights that were in the heel and toe and replacing it with two gravity chambers.
Okay.
So you have two tubes in here now, but only one gravity core.
Okay, so you've got two slots,
Yes.
but one little weight.
That's right.
So I've got four options of where I can put that weight. Am I right with that?
That's right. So you'll probably know a little bit about what loft you have in your driver. You know, people getting fitted into these things usually know what they're doing. So you start with that. You pick a draw or a neutral chamber for the gravity core.
Okay.
And hit some shots and see that you're okay with that. And then you've got to decide whether you want the weight up or down. Gravity core up or down. And that's usually driven by what kind of spin numbers you're getting and what kind of impact location you have on the face.
Okay, so you're working. That's interesting. So the two slots, the gravity core chambers and the gravity core. It's a lot going on. Is allowing the player to try and fine-tune spin around the strike they're getting.
Yeah, pretty much. That's right.
Pretty. I mean, no one's done that before. I don't think, have they? That's
right,
pretty clever.
And that's taken
different.
from a lot of observations. You know, fitting guys on tour. A lot of people fit in at this place here, the Ely Callaway Performance Center, our other fit bays, and you can see that. You know, for some players, they kind of chase the center of gravity around the face a little bit.
Yes.
So when you move the center of gravity, their impact location moves a little bit.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I've done a video on that, which gets challenged by people. It amazes me. So there's an effective sweet spot, is what you're saying.
There can be,
there.
And
so basically, the sweet spot will move subject to how someone is delivering that club. A face open to the path will move it a few millimeters, and I've noticed good players they do chase it.
And there are others who have a very consistent but non-centered impact location as well.
Yeah.
So you got both of those kind of things going on.
Great.
And what we find is that you can really align the center of gravity to that impact location and give a kind of boost in ball speed while still retaining the other low spin characteristics of the club.
That's interesting. And then we've still got our moto.
Yes, for
high ball speeds across the face, which we got changeable neck on this and the other product as well. It's quite a stealthy black look.
It is.
Head size for the people, the size police out there.
It's in the 450 range.
450 range. See, they don't even know. It doesn't matter, guys, that much. Just calm down about your head sizes. No line-up lines on the top.
Yep.
Very clean
with our
look.
policy for the better players.
Yeah, absolutely. They can line it up themselves. Interesting. So in effect, then we're saying with this club, we can move effective sweet spot kind of diagonally around on the club a little bit.
You know, these players that you're dealing with, again, this kind of level of fit in are usually pretty consistent, or they're a CG tracer. So this kind of technology is really something that they haven't seen before.
Interesting. Now, how different is this to the prior model? Because I know the prior model for me was quite aggressive on the low spin, almost to the stage where it wasn't really a club for me. I play with a person, Steve Buzzer, who plays in lots of our videos, who it really works for him because he can get 3,000 spin. He's a good player. But this club gets him right down into a nice range and he bombs it, to be honest. What is it similar in its spin profiles to the predecessor?
So we've got a low CG setting that's just a hair higher than the previous one. But we've also got a slight difference in the actual loft of the head. So the combination of the two will actually make for a slightly flatter flight than the original, and that's more penetrating, that's good. But you know, the other big difference is the focus that we've made on MOI on the head. And particularly the MOI in the loft, D-loft direction. So, better players, if they miss on the face, they don't tend to miss left and right. They tend to miss their impact up and down.
Yeah.
So we've been stabilizing the head in that direction. So if you
this way.
Yeah, if you do miss where you would normally hit from, you do retain a lot of ball speed in similar launch conditions.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to put it to test. I'm going to hit some shots with this one. This is a club I do want to use. It's just a club I'm unfortunately often not strong enough or capable of using enough. It does produce my longest shots, but like we said in another video, it also can produce my shortest ones.
Right.
So let's give it a hit and compare and see actually how this one feels with the launch monitor on. So Big Bertha Alpha 816 double black diamond. I was getting 259 carry out of this one, which is about my kind of standard carry, around that 260. Swinging down at 101, I swung the Great Big Bertha actually faster than this. This one did feel heavier in my hand. It's that better players club, often aimed maybe at the stronger golfer, and they like maybe that slightly heavier feeling. The light ones sometimes feel too light for them. For me, I actually enjoyed the Great Big Bertha Light over Alpha. I wasn't able to get the spin as low as I normally can in this product. I don't think I was striking it particularly fantastic on the day with this club. So I was spinning around at 2.5. I know if I'm hitting my certain shape, hitting my little draw shape with this club, I can get them down in the 1,900s very easily. And almost the spin on this driver can be too low for me on some tests. But in this test, it was up at 2.5. Shows you the importance of testing equivalent clubs on the same day, I think, because that isn't where my spin would normally be, I think, day in, day out. It's a good looking driver, comes in that all black top, it's very clean lines. It's just a bit of a brute for me, and I think it's a bit of a brute for lots of people, even though it is the more desirable one, it's the better players, it's marketed more at what kind of I want to be, or what I think I am. But I was actually getting much more out of the all-encompassing Great Big Bertha than Big Bertha Alpha. Like I kind of hint in the videos as well, when I play with people like Buzzer, who's got more swing speed than me, and he struggles sometimes with a little bit higher spin, these kind of clubs are fantastic. If you're looking for a driver, pretty happy with how you strike it, you generate plenty of speed, but you want to keep the spin as low as possible, these are definitely ones to try, and definitely with the Alpha gravity core system that they're using, which is quite clever. You've got a little bit of dialing in to try and maybe save 300 revs of spin here, and they're subject to strike patterns, quite unique. Post comments, guys. Is this one you're going to try it or not? Do you love it or hate it? Love to hear. And yeah, speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at Crossfield Mark. Also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.